Hello friends, I am Loknath going to discuss about today's asexual reproduction class 10 biology. Okay friends, to know that reproduction friends, what is reproduction? Reproduction is production of or to produce new individuals, new organisms of own type. For why? For the survival of the rest, for the continuity of their race, to we give birth like ourselves, the young ones. So this process, it is a biological process. Without this process, if this process will not contain, it is a specific feature, it is a typical feature, a unique feature of living organisms, because we know that non-living organisms cannot reproduce. So it is a specific feature by which living organisms continue their race. So if reproduction will not take place, then a time will come, then what? The race or the population or the individuals of the particular type will be vanished from this earth. So reproduction is of, as far as the reproduction is concerned, the reproduction is of two types. One is sexual reproduction, another is asexual reproduction. So reproduction, as we know that is sexual, another is asexual. Sexual means involvement of both the sexes, that is male and female. In this case, involvement of both the sexes are required. In this case, no involvement of both the sexes. No, either male or female. So it can say it is a single parental. It is a single parental. It is a double parental. Mixing of genes take place. Mixing of genes take place here. No mixing of genes. Okay, these are certain features of asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. But in this lecture, we are going to discuss about asexual reproduction particularly. So let us move. So as we have already discussed, asexual a plus sexual, sexes means a means without sexes, means both male and female. Without both male and female, that means we can say this is a single parental activity. Single parental activity, either it may be male and no female, may the question of both male and female. No gamete formation take place. No gamete formation take place here. No fertilization take place. No diversity of organisms. No diversity because variety of genes doesn't take place. Blending of genes do not take place because of single parental. No mixing of genes take place. So no diversity will be there. So see, fertilization doesn't take place because no gamete, no fertilization. No zygote also develops because no to single parental, and the offsprings are clones of the parent. Clones of the parents. Offsprings are clones of the parents. So see, these are the certain features. What asexual reproduction. So let us discuss different types of reproduction. Asexual reproduction. Types. Asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is of different types. Number one, we can say fission or fission. We can say fission. Number one, it may be single fission or double fission. That means binary or multiple. Number one. Number two, budding. Number three, fragmentation. Number four, spore formation. Number five, regeneration. Number six, vegetative propagation. These are the 6 types of what asexual reproduction. We'll discuss one by one. Though fission is means splitting of a body into 2 or more parts. If it is splitting into 2 equal parts, equal halves, then it is called binary fission. If it is splitting into 2 or more pieces, then it is called multiple fission. We'll discuss later. Then budding, the formation of external bud which take place in hydra and yeast also. And this is a fragmentation. Fragmentation is a body divides into many fragments, and each fragment develops into a new individual, which is seen in Spirogyra and Planaria. The spore formation in this case, it is take place in the rhizopus, as we have seen that what happens during unfavorable condition. This body rhizopus develops a sac-like structure which is called sporangia, and inside the sporangia the seed-like structures develop which are called spores. When the favorable condition returns or backs, what happens? The sporangia burst and the spores are thrown away or spread here and by the wind water, and they get germinated into new plants. Next is called regeneration. This is reptiles we find in the lizard. Lizard is a very good example. In what happens, friends? In this case, if any part of the body is get lost, is cut into pieces, then each part is develops into new individuals. So vegetative propagation, it is a plant reproduction in the plant. We know that if the reproduction takes place except flowers, then that means the vegetative part will take place. That is, what are the vegetative parts? The leaves, stems, roots. These are the vegetative parts of the plant. And if the reproduction takes place in the vegetative part, then this process is called vegetative reproduction, otherwise vegetative propagation. Let us discuss one by one. Number one is fission. So fission means splitting of parent body, into two or more parts. Splitting of the parent body into 2 or more parts. If the body splits into 2 parts, then it is called binary fission. We will see. If it is splitting, just we have seen that you see here, this is the amoeba. The example is your amoeba. So what happens? This is the cytoplasm. This is the nucleus. So first this karyokinesis take place. Division of a nucleus is called karyokinesis, as you have karyokinesis. That means division of nucleus. So friends, what happens in this case? The nucleus divides, gradually develops in this structure, and it gets splitted, and so also the cytoplasm. Then it get divided into two parts. So this another it is also develops in this way. So this becomes in two parts. It is called binary fission, because it is divided in two parts. So this takes place in amoeba. Then it is called multiple fission. In multiple fission, the parent body, as we have seen in this plasmodium. This nucleus is divided into many parts, and each part develops into new individuals. That means the nucleus karyokinesis takes place. This nucleus divides into many parts, producing a number of small fragments, and each fragment develops into, or its nucleus develops into it is surrounded by a piece of cytoplasm, and producing new individuals. So this is called multiple fission. So many number of organisms are produced in this case, which is called multiple fission. Now we are going to discuss about body. Now let us see what is body. So in case of body, it is an external growth is seen, outgrowth is seen, which is bud, and that bud when it get matures, get adult, it gets separated from the parent body, leading to a separately, which is seen both in Hydra and yeast. In case of, let us see that is so here what happens, the external bud is developed here. This is called bud. When this bud get adult, it then gradually grows into adult and gets separated from the parent body. It gets separated from the parent body, leading to another new Hydra. You see, this bud when it grows into an adult, then it gets separated or detached. It detached and leads to a new individuals. So new Hydra. So this is called budding, the reproduction by forming buds. So this is called external load. Example is your Hydra, as we have seen. But in case of this is the external budding, but internal budding is seen in yeast. In case of yeast, internal buds are found. In this case, what happens? The internal buds are found. So it is also called process of budding. Another, so both yeast and Hydra reproduces by this budding. Now let us discuss about next one is your fragmentation. Number 3, fragmentation. Friends, as the name indicates, fragmentation means reproduction by forming fragments. Fragments मतलब pieces, means pieces. So in this case what happens, friends, as we have seen in Spirogyra, example is your Spirogyra. Very good example is Spirogyra. So in this case what happens, Spirogyra, body of Spirogyra, so this is Spirogyra. When it is cut into many fragments, so see here, now 3 fragments are there. So each fragment develops into a new Spirogyra. So these are the new Spirogyra, so new individuals. So see friends, what happens in case of fragmentation, the body reproduces, the parent body is divided into many fragments or segments or pieces, and each piece develops into a new individual, new organisms. That's why it is called fragmentation, and the very good example is your Spirogyra. Okay, now we are going to discuss about regeneration. Number 4, regeneration. So re plus generation. Re means what? Again. Generation means formation. So again formation. So see, as we have seen in the lizards, if its tail is caught into tail is lost or caught by any event, then what happens? It get regenerated its own tail. So that's called regeneration, regrowth. Regeneration, we can say regrowth. As we have seen examples, what? Reptiles, that means lizard. Very good example. What happens in this case? If its tail is lost, lizards, then its tail is lost, then this tail, it can be regenerated into another tail. So this is called lost part and a new tail. So this process is called regeneration. Is it friend? So again formation of this lost part or caught part. Next come to spore formation. Number 5, spore formation. It is otherwise called as sporulation. It is otherwise called sporulation. Is it right? Spore formation, or otherwise called sporulation. In this case, what happens? Generally, it is seen in case of rhizophos, as I have told you, rhizophos. So, friends, in what happened in this case of rhizophos? Let us draw this case. So see, this is the plant of rhizopus. So in this place what happens, this structure outer covering is called sporangia and these are called spores. So friends, in this case what happens, during unfavorable conditions what rhizopus develops and a sac like structure, sac like structure that is called sporangia. This one structure, when the inside the sporangia the seed like structures are called spores or seed like structures, seeds develop. When this favorable condition comes, when the favorable condition returns, then what happens, the sporangia burst and the seeds are dispersed and each seed or each spores develops into new individuals or new organisms. So this is called process of spore formation, otherwise you can say sporulation, and the very good example is your rhizopus. Is it? Next come to vegetative propagation. Number 6, vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation, friends, is otherwise called as vegetative reproduction or otherwise called as vegetative multiplication. Okay friends, we can say it vegetative propagation or vegetative multiplication or vegetative reproduction. So okay, now let us see what is vegetative. We know that plants has two parts. One is your flowers, another stem, root, leaf. So these parts are called vegetative parts, and this is called reproductive parts. So as we have already known that friends, it has two. One is flower is called a reproductive part, and these are called a vegetative part. Any multiplication, any reproduction from this vegetative part is called or give rise to vegetative propagation. Okay, though any reproduction, any multiplication from the vegetative part, from the vegetative, is called vegetative propagation. Is it right? Now let us discuss about different types of vegetative propagation. Types we can say cutting, grafting, another is your layering. Cutting, grafting and layering. So cutting means any part of the stem is cut, and it is can develop into, and it is when it is planted, it gives rise to new individuals, new plant. Grafting, here two different plants, are jointed to make a new variety, forming a new variety. In this case, a plant is caught, it is fat lower, this branch is lowered and buried in the soil. Water is provided, manures is provided. So in this part the roots will develop and new plants will emerge in this area. So this is called layering. So this is called grafting. It is involves in this part. Two parts are there. One is called the original plant having roots. So grafting. So this is called scion or stalk. This is called stalk. This is called scion. So these the two plants are there. Two cut pieces are joined together. The original this plant having root is called stalk, and this another plant having this stem is called stalk. They united tied here and they develop into new plants, giving rise to new individual. Okay, this is all about the asexual reproduction. Thanks.